Hi, and welcome to another one. On this channel, we talk about difficult talks, tough conversations, things that people aren't really talking about, or things that aren't being said about certain topics from a truth biblical perspective. If this sounds like something you're interested in, let's talk. So, I'm going to be going into AI influencers in this video. I ran across this little snippet, and I'm just going to go over some of the AI that I've been seeing. Honestly, it's a straight conundrum, and I see things on, YouTube of people, liking and genuinely believing that the people that they see on the internet is real, and it's actually not so surprising now that I look at it because a lot of people put certain influencers on full blast and idolize them. They idolize celebrities. People have been idolizing celebrities and they don't know about the things that they allegedly do behind the scenes with youth and sacrificing and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip real quick just so you can see how deceiving, how the AI is getting better because of people actually teaching the AI on some stupidness, because of people stupidly teaching AI just for a dollar and then get mad after they lay them off. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video. All of these AI models are, I'm going to read the caption. All of these models are AI generated, made in Mid-Journey and animated in Mid-Journey. Wow, that's crazy. That must be like an AI platform or whatever the case is. But it's actually astonishing. This is probably one of the best ones that I've seen. If you look, I mean, the the images are beautiful. Okay, the likeness of these women that aren't even really that aren't even women are very beautiful. And I'm going to also talk about what I think this is leading into just based off of the Bible, just based off of what's already, Bible, it tells us everything because that is God's word. God is letting us know what is about to happen and just the connections between this AI and the second coming of Christ. So, it's just wild because I'm just gonna read some of the comments. It says, "Now scamming is going to be easy." Yes, scamming is or was already easy as people are baited into things through their emotions. But this one says, "I need to perfect my prompts," aka she's trying to do AI wants to create, because you can essentially create your own influencers. They get make money off of them. It's wild. This comment reads, "Looks so good. Can AI images speak?" Like, people don't understand that you feeding into this, you're feeding into your own demise. It looks easy. It looks like it's just you could just go get it out of the way, get it done. But there's a reason why it's so easily accessible. Okay. The same way during the 2020 situation where people cha-cha sliding into those clinics and doing the okey pokey. I have to talk like that. It was free, quote unquote, because there is a sinister plot behind it. There are sinister things within it, if you catch my drift. It looks like this is another one. Yeah, I could tell this one's AI. It's like a it's just like a fake look. Yeah, I don't know if this is, let me pause. I don't know if that's and then a lot of people are saying, look at this, that smile, beautiful. This is AI, y'all. This is AI. Yes, it's a beautiful AI of a woman. The thing that's really crazy is that Satan's jealous of us, the demons are jealous of us. They can't get what we can get. And one thing about envy is envy can literally fuel like an army, and it is. You could say, and Proverbs 27:4, King James Version, wrath is cruel and anger is outrageous, but who is able to stand before envy? Okay, this AI, these I believe are the fallen angels, the spirits like Siri. I used to joke around and say that's a fallen angel, or I'll hear about it's a fallen angel. and that's a spirit. But it's hard for people to believe because they only believe what they see. But this is a real thing. Like God has let me experience jealousy from people, from within myself, all type of different situations. And it's nothing to play with. I shed blood over jealousy. This is the AI. Like, one thing about somebody who's jealous, they want to be like you. They want to be like you. And this is exactly what's going on with AI. AI is trying to be like us. That's why they're paying you to teach AI, but they're also paying people pennies in Africa to teach AI. And chances are they're gonna do it because they're in a difficult situation, or they focus on certain impoverished countries, because we all know that they made it seem like all of Africa is just, they have them so much resources, so probably the most resources, and have infrastructure, all of that better than America. And another point that I want to note is, you see how, like, you have the men in the comments, you have women too, but you have the men that are thirsty in the comments. And I've talked about this in other videos. It's like, y'all men that are like super thirsty to the point where you won't even, like, where you're just like weak to your flesh, to the point where you to the point where a dog walking with its owner, you would be the dog, okay, and your flesh would be walking you in that terms. I'm not trying to call you a dog. I'm just putting an example to it. That's how it is when you're letting your flesh l- lead the way. Or better yet, like, it would be like it's almost like you're letting your flesh lead you. Like, it's like you're putting yourself on a leash. Like, if you see like a dog walking a human, that would be crazy, like, right? It's just a crazy scenario to be weakened to your flesh. I used to smoke cigarettes years and years ago, like on and off, and I regret it, but God blessed me and protected me through the whole thing, and he delivered me from it and broke the spiritual stronghold years ago. And the one of the things that I noticed that he brought to my attention was, it's like you're worshiping that thing. Whatever that vice is, whatever that thing is, that's you worshiping it. And God's number one commandment is, thou shalt not worship any gods before him. Like that, he's a very jealous, and for great reason. Like, he deserves to be, his jealousy is righteous. Like he deserves to feel that way, because he literally created everything and everyone. If you're over here, like, there will be times when I'm in Philly, like, there'll be times where you'll be the winters used to be so cold, and yet after I eat or drink something, it's like the nicotine is calling you to go outside. And I didn't live in my own crib at the time, so I would have to go outside and smoke. Well, you know what I'm saying? That quote unquote have to, that feeling, that's like you worshiping something. That is you worshiping something. And God brought that to my attention, as well as the health risks that come with it, and he got rid of it out of my life. But you have to want to do that, okay? Yeah, it's just wild. Hiking trip with Bay, and it's like the AI is very just like stereotypical. Like, it really is learning because it wants to be like you. They want to have that opportunity. They know they can't, so they're trying to trick you into thinking, into relying on them as their God,
walking for 20 minutes and
as your God.
y'all, we've been walking for 20 minutes and he still ain't cracked his phone open. That's how I know it's the bitch he don't want to know he out here.
Man, it's called no service. Chill out.
Funny how he ain't lose signal when that Ashley with the don't let her drain your peace. Oh, so I'm the disturbance now?
Give me my phone, bro. Damn.
She got a little tree emoji next to her name too. Don't touch me. Go text that tree bitch or whatever her name is.
You know her name. Stop playing.
How is you cool? Y'all, we've been walking.
And it's like this stereotypical, like, oh, like, you texting somebody else and da 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 da, like, yeah, y'all, like, like, it just sounds so fake. Like, it's just a stereotypical type of way. It's kind of like making fun, and it's like these people. This isn't real. An AI hair influencer. Like, what?
All right, let's see what kind of dumb shit y'all sent me today while I eat. Somebody asked, what that mouth do, baby? It eat good and talk What else you need to know?
See, look at that. It's just, and of course, it's a black woman making her talk dirty. Okay. She's on the well, it's on the warmer side. See, it's just they want you to be in confusion. Talk about something
This
it
one
do
said you
what?
belong to me.
Why does it have to be on display? Like that stuff you say for your husband, but I can't even say all that because this isn't real, y'all. This isn't even real. It is literally just an image of something. Do they actually think? Look at this. The simps, absolutely gorgeous and fine. She don't it don't exist. That's why these men, like, when they come what that's why these men can sleep with transformers, and that's why these men can marry. There's somebody who's trying to marry the AI voice in his phone. It's just gonna lead people to the lake of fire, and it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. And that goes to my last conclusion about this video is, you know, and it's crazy. AI is doing like black influencers. Not say they aren't white, but it's just so interesting how they portray it. Even the black AI imagery is ratchet. That's wild. But it brings me to the last point, essentially, that Project Bluebeam is allegedly, and this is just for entertainment purposes, but I can see Project Bluebeam being a thing. If you want to look that up, essentially, they're trying to trick people even till the very end, okay, of this test, that through the second coming of Christ. Okay, there's I forgot what the show is called on Netflix, basically showing like holographs in the sky. It's like they show you before it happens, y'all, and literally to think that they are putting aliens in, quote unquote aliens, so-called aliens, in commercials. They're showing things on the news about aliens. They're coming out with the things that they have at Area 51. And yet, but at the same time, it's a conditioning process. They want to trick people into thinking that the second coming of Christ is an alien invasion. This is my speculation.
Based off of the research I seen and what others had to say, and just based off of, like, that makes sense. Like, they will try everything and anything up until the last moments to trick you, because people can get saved last minute, but it's all a gamble. Just choose the most high now.
Okay, I'm not saying this is what it is or whatever the case is, but when he comes through those clouds, there are probably going to be people that think it's an alien invasion. I can see that being a thing because the opposition wants to literally trick you, put the wool over your eyes to the point where you can't even realize that you're like that's why they say that we're on a ball, a sphere going 6,660. Like, how does that even make any sense? Does that make any sense? If we're spinning so quickly, how are they able to, quote unquote, get out of, quote unquote, Earth's orbit? Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, that's why they want people to think through a certain perspective, is so that you could question everything, so that you could question if God is even real, even though whether you believe him or not, he is in fact real, because he is in fact the one that created you. He is in fact the one that created everything. He is the beginning. Like, everything comes through him. Period. And is people and towards the end, in the end, people are going to be confessing regardless. They're going to see the truth regardless, no matter how much the enemy, the opposition, tries to pull a wool over everybody's eyes. I just hope that you are on God's side, that you understand, that you believe, that you know that it is real, that he is real. You have to be very, very careful in these times and be spiritually aware and aware of your surroundings. Okay. But with all that being said, create that relationship through Christ, y'all. Christ is literally speaking on your behalf. God is literally looking down on you, giving you this grace period and this time, letting you be able to work for his kingdom instead of for these corrupt systems that want you to enslave you and want to put you and confuse you to the point where they don't even want to, the demons don't even want to give you a chance to even know God, which is tragic, which is a hell within its own self. Okay. But I also have a book out, Melanated and Expected. God had put it on me to talk about my experiences, the things that I had went through over a decade, things that they don't really talk about on the internet, things that they're not really allowed to, and things that if red flags and warnings that if I had known, I would have avoided so many different things, but and consequences that I'm still dealing with today. But God definitely protected me. Could have been worse, definitely blessed. And if you could learn from somebody who went through it, why not? The link is in the description. Create that relationship with the Most High. I love you. God loves you even more. Peace.